Hello everyone, my name is Bret, and sometimes I wear a beret. Welcome back to I'd Run That in a War, where you guys get to help choose my loadouts, and I get the opportunity to run them in a game. Before we get started, I'm just going to announce that the next survey, I'd Run That in a War Survey 7, is now live. You can find a link to that in the description below. We'll take you to a survey with the 3 questions. You will choose your favorite from each, and I will use them in my next game. My timetable's a little cramped, so I wanted to post this in the I'd Run That in a War 6 video, just so you guys have some time to get to it and I have time to choose them before the next war. So I'll give you a reminder at the end of the episode, but just so you know, if you want to go and check out that survey now, it is available. This previous war that I used my loadouts at was at Fort Force Park. Big surprise. It was a pretty warm day, but luckily we have beautiful tree cover and we were pretty cool, so I got to use some pretty unique things. And now before I get into those loadouts as well, I have a bit of a learning opportunity to share with all of you. If you're not familiar, what I use to record my gameplay footage is this nice GoPro Hero 5 session. I love the audio, I love the footage quality I get, all around pretty darn good, and the image stabilization, even though I put it through its paces, I think comes out pretty well. Now, I brought this to our game, and I cleared the memory card the night before, and yet, after I recorded about half a game's worth of footage with this, it said, memory card full. I was mad at it, but I didn't have a spare micro SD card, so I thought, oh shoot, what am I going to do? This was sent to me by my friend Tybeck from Velocity Blasters. It is a knockoff, of course. It is a Vemico 4K Full HD, I don't know. It is a fraction of the price, but I mean, I've used it before for a quick third-person test. And so I switched to this, and I said, okay, we'll give it a try and see what it's like. The audio quality is not the same at all. The video quality is a little less, of course, too. But this is going to be a majority of the footage for this episode, unfortunately. But I just wanted to let you guys know. It worked still. I mean, he's also sent me a gimbal. We'll get to that one day. But I just wanted to give you fair warning. I'm sorry. I did not realize that was going to happen. I was upset that my micro SD was full. Of course, until I got home, and then I realized this does take a micro SD card, and so I could have just swapped the micro SD from this and put it in this. And so, please join me. Take your palm and put it directly. So the question I asked you guys this time was, which blaster should I field? And I would choose the top 3 and use those as my loadouts. The options were the Caliburn by Captain Slug, the FDL by Project FDL, the Hurricane by Out of Darts, Tyr, Captain Xavier's minigun, or the Swordfish from Worker. And the survey says, well, big freaking surprise. Starting with number 1, Tyr blew away everyone in the competition with about 76% of the vote, followed by the Caliburn in second with a close third of the Hurricane in third. And a lot of you guys were surprised, like, wow, Chelo's going to let you borrow his minigun? Of course, guys, of course. It's like you don't even know me at all. Let's start with number 1, Tyr from Captain Xavier.
You look familiar. You here for my loadout? Have I shot you with something before? You're here for Tyr? Yes. All right. Now this thing weighs almost as much as you do, so try not to tip over backwards. Hold on. There you go. Buckle yourself in. Now Tyr is currently out for repairs, so you're gonna get the loaner. A proto-Tyr. Good luck.
Do I need the backpack though?
Yeah. Vitally important for the look.
There you go.
Good luck.
How does Chela get to use 2 Prometheuses and I get to use this? Oh dear. Oh my gosh. And this backpack weighs a ton. Crap. Oi. You've taken away my one perk. What?
Hold still.
How's that going for you? Oh my gosh, what? I can feel it.
Come on. Here we go.
So, do I get to use those?
Not for you.
Oh, I got hit. Whatever. I'm dead right now. You're using a dead man's balls. Oh, I'm jammed. No wonder life is so hard. Dang it. Okay. I don't weigh 20 pounds, but this is heavy. Darn it.
Oh hey, that's some good quality footage. Let's downgrade.
How's the ground?
Hopefully you realize now that when I said I'd run practical blasters on this show, ooh, you've been bamboozled. Let's take a look at number 2, the Caliburn. Now I actually do, spoiler alert, have a Caliburn in the works, but I ordered the hardware kit from Captain Slug. I don't have the 3D printed pieces yet. Oh well, that's good enough for me.
This is my Caliburn. This is my loadout. Death by Caliburn! Bummer. Thanks. Luke's coming in! Luke is coming in! On your left! Twice! Yep. You're not ready yet. What the heck? That does not count. Got me. Now you die.
If you missed that because of the poor video quality, let me quickly explain. That was me running with a Caliburn hardware kit in box as a sword, and then switching to taking the hardware components out, sticking a pool noodle on the end, and then putting my hand in the box as a sword and shield. Sword and shield. Yep. So let's take a look at number 3, the Hurricane. I don't own a Hurricane. I had to ask Out of Darts to borrow one of his. He actually did bring one, so that was really nice of him. Kind of.
fuck it!
Oh, you did?
Alright. I can't blow gun it. Avada Kedavra! Avada Kedavra! Be alright. Avada Kedavra! Stupefy! Stupefy! I think I got you with one of those. I'm just trying to confirm it. Okay, okay. Avada Kedavra!
And again, if you missed some of that, that was me using the hurricane tubes as a loadout. First as a shield and attack weapon of sorts, and then just taking off some of the tubes and putting rival rounds in them and flinging them while trying to be a wizard. Super effective. I think we've all learned something going forwards, but trust me, for future surveys I will not have any tricks like this on there. This was just a good opportunity that I couldn't pass up. What should have been the giveaway, if you weren't aware, was the swordfish, because I said I didn't actually have plans on modding that one just yet, and I only had it recently. So the swordfish would have just been in the box. I don't know how I would have done that, so thanks for not choosing that one. And if you're wondering how I would have run the FDL, well, I mean, I did pick up an FDL of sorts from FoamCon at End War, so I just would have used that. Not sure how that would have worked though. Anyhow, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you as always for your participation, and I look forward to your results in the next survey, and I will see you later. And don't forget, everyone, I'd Run That in a War Survey 7 is now live. Find a link to that in the description down below. It'll tell you as well when the survey ends. Hope to see you there.